Yeah, that's Cowboys Broad. As we sit here and we got about 10 minutes left for the final roster cut to come out for the 2019 season, or at least it got to be turned in by the Dallas Cowboys by 3 p.m. Central Time. Uh, 3 p.m. Central Time. That's in about 10 minutes. And as we sit, Cowboy fans were waiting for that. There's some power moves that's happened. Some cuts has happened that is very telling to our roster. For Cowboy fans, it'd be great news to know. Uh, it's great news to know that Mike White has been released, um, and also Terran Christensen. Terran Christensen has been released. I don't really think those two names be a surprise to anybody. It's been released. What may be a surprise to you, is our running backs. We have released Mike Weber, Jordan Chun, um, and Jordan Chun. And so it stands ready, and we released Darius Jackson yesterday, and so um, you should know, Cowboy Nation, that uh, just leaves two running backs on our roster at the moment, and that's Pollard and that's Pollard and Morris, Alfred Morris. And so those are the two backs we got. And continue to roll on, Cowboy Nation. Please forgive me. I was experiencing a little bit of technical difficulty there. But yeah, so two backs on our roster are Pollard, Pollard Morris, and of course, when he comes back, Ezekiel Elliott. So that'll be after running backs. The other running backs that we have all been released. They've all been released. Our backup fullback Ryan Yurchek has been released. Um, it's really interesting that Jonville Johnson and Chris Chestry have been placed on our that is that's an interesting move. Those guys have been placed on IR. What I found incredibly now what I found a little bit shocking is Donovan Lumba, uh, number 32. He was released. He did not make the team, and so our roster our roster is starts to take some shape in a few minutes. We know what our actual roster is. But as it stands right now, our three running backs on our roster is Ezekiel Elliott, uh, Pollard, and Alfred Morris. The rest of our running backs have been released. Our tight ends, Jason Witten, Blaine Jarwin, Dalton Schultz. The rest of our tight ends have been released. Our wide receivers, John Bell Johnson on IR. Reggie Davis was released. Jerry Davis was released yesterday. Not really leaving a lot of receivers left. So that's starting to take shape. We still got room for one or two surprises on the wide receiver department, but I'm not anticipating any. But we still got room for one or two surprises in the wide receiver department. We'll see. But in just a few minutes, Cowboy Nation, we'll know one way or the other who got this thing. But Again, Mike White been released. Jordan Chun been released. Mike Weber been released. Been released. Darius Jackson been released. Terrence Christensen been released. Donovan Maluma been released. These are things that starting to shape. These things should shape our rest nicely. So a pretty good idea of who's left. Just actually realistically made this team. We'll find out. We'll find out sooner. We'll find out soon enough. But for now, those are your roster cuts. Keep in mind, uh, Pollard right now as it stands until we get things worked out with Zeke. Pollard and Morris the only ones on our roster. So the good news is we've did a pretty good job. Did a pretty good job of leaving room left open for Zeke to come through. We don't have anybody standing. We don't have anybody standing in this way. It's a little bit shocking to me. I thought surely Luma. I thought surely Luma would make it. He didn't. I thought for surely Jordan Chum would make it. He didn't. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Um, from what I can see, Cowboy Nation, Daniel Wise has been released. Again, I'll say that again. Almost 64. Daniel Wise has been released. Jordan. Daniel Wise has been released. Mike Jackson, coming back, Mike Jackson has also been released. Those are the two other names you can add to the list. Mike Jackson, and Daniel Wise. Anyway, take that for what it's worth. Let's go find out. Let's go get the roster. I'll be back. I'll be back when I have the final roster. Talk about it then. Cowboys Broad. I'm out.